Hello, 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 everybody. I think we are live. Absolutely. Custom emojis for everybody across the board. I love it. Let's get it done. Welcome, everybody. I am not Darwin, and I am not Rob. I'm surprisingly not Debbie as well. My name is Dusto. I am a Star Realms fan and player. Also a Star Realms legend. Templar Brehmer in the game. I'm here to show off some of this fancy new Conquest and digital app upgrades. Mostly be playing a few games here with Wise Wizards Games staff Joel, aka O'Reilly. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, I think I am. I'll go with it. And we'll go over some of the cards a little bit as we play. Mostly go through the mechanics. I'll show a few of the things as far as like the app updates, and then again as the cards as they come up. That'll mostly be what we'll be doing on today's stream here. Very excited about this. Very stoked. Again, first of all, thank you so much to Wise Wizard Games for giving me this opportunity to be able to show this product off for them. And thank you, Joel, for your time and challenging here with me. Currently, this is just in developer mode. It's not even in beta yet. So we won't be getting in beta yet until I believe after the campaign ends, which I think will be in a few weeks. Don't quote me on that. Again, I'm not Wise Wizard Games staff or work for the company at all, so I know as much as you know as far as that's concerned. Very cool stuff, though, from what I've seen so far. Taking a look at the cards, taking a look at the sets, taking a look at the new mechanics, planets, new coming to play cards. Cards with effects when they go to their discard pile, they do something. Lots of cool stuff to see, so we'll go over that as we go through the games. Tomorrow on my personal stream, I don't plan on doing a lot of the games. I'll be actually going through and breaking down the actual cards themselves. We'll go through the sets. We'll talk about the heroes, the planets. We'll go over the new cards and the different sets. We'll kind of break it all down. We'll spend a majority of the time on that. So make sure you check that out. I'll be streaming tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, twitchtv.com/Dusto55. But tonight is all about getting the game, the mechanics, showing this off a little bit. For everyone that's interested in checking that out, feel free to join in the chatter here. We do have in the house John Tough Labella. Congratulations again. He is one of the new commanders. He is the new Blob commander in this new expansion. So very stoked about that. We've got some new Legend winners in as far as the commanders and also the heroes. So I've seen quite a few of those. Very recognizable faces and names. So super stoked to see that. And we'll go ahead and get in here. We'll go, like I said, we'll get in here, get a couple games in. I'm just assuming, yeah, it looks like video, voice, everything's looking good. I'm also recording this as well, so the VOD on here should be available. I believe the VODs are on here for 7 days, 14 days, something like that. But most likely this will be uploaded maybe to their YouTube or something to that effect, or who knows, we'll figure it out. So I'll go ahead and hop in here. We have a game I sent to Joel, game he's sending to me. And again, this is in developer mode, so not everything is working 100%. Not all the artwork is in here 100%. There's a few things here and there I've noticed. They're still working through some of the kinks. So yeah, we'll figure it out. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I saw the questions about the VOD. So I did talk to Debbie about that, and we'll be good to go one way or another. Like I said, it's available on here, and I'm recording it as well, so I'll be selling that recording for $9.95. You can send that to P.O. Box. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's go and hop in here. So we've got a challenge from Joel. Again, Conquest, planets, promos, all sorts of good stuff here. We do have the new commanders. Just going to touch base on that real quick. We've got Trade Commissioner Logvin, which is Dave Logvin Birdlaw in the app. Bishop Admiral Asteris. This is a fictional character. We have First Solaris Charbonneau. This is Adam Charbonneau, a.k.a. Androser, in the app. We have Hive Lord Labala, which is, again, Tough Hunter Tactics. That's in chat here. And then we have Alex Sarkeesian, Commandant Sarkeesian, who is the mercenary, aka colorless commander. So that's very interesting. And of course, you've got your random as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play as Mr. Tough here. The cool thing here, too, is you can click on them. And again, this isn't 100% perfect. I'm assuming it'll show their picture here. You can actually take a look at the whole deck. You can look through that. Again, I'm not going to go through too much of that now. We'll just look at the cards as they come up. And we'll accept the challenge here. Good question. As far as I know, I don't know. I don't know anything, honestly. So I know as much as you know looking at this here. If the values have changed or whatnot. Oh, so Joel is also Hive Lord Labella. Very nice. So this is very interesting. So again, his permanent ability is you gain one wherever you scrap a card from the row, gain a combat. And his one-time ability is scrap it, you get Blob Ally, scrap a card from the trade row, and draw a card. So good stuff here. You're going to recognize a lot of these cards. Some of them are in the other command decks as well for the correct colors. And then there's going to be new cards in there. For example, Driller is a brand new card, which is phenomenal, by the way. So Joel's already taken his turn in the other game. They shall be 69. Okay, perfect. So, again, more tweaks. Again, this is not even, like I said, even in beta. This is still here in not even alpha, I guess, because it's just not available to developer mode. All right, we're just going to go and take the damage here. We're not going to mess around. As John would like to tell you, damage go burr. And so we're going to damage go burr here this game. Speaking of that, too, as you may know if you checked out the Sparks and Wreck podcast, which Tough Hunter Tactics is one of the hosts of that. They had an interview with Rob. I also had a chance to talk with Rob a little bit at Origins as well. And it sounds like they're going to be doing some tweaking, upcoming tweaking to some of the current commanders that are actually in the game already. So getting a little more rebalance into those, which I think is phenomenal. Obviously, they've got a lot of data to work with now after, hundreds of thousands of games have been played with them. Lots of community input. They've been on for years. And so obviously there's a lot to learn. Anyone who's played trading card games, deck builder games like that for the years, myself, I'm a Magic the Gathering player for the past 30 plus years. So we've seen cards that like at one point get printed and then it's like you can't plan for everything and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, wait a minute. This is maybe just a little too powerful or it's a little too weak. And the nice thing here is they have the ability to take a look at that and make some adjustments as needed. So, yeah, Driller. Yeah, that's right. Didn't this do 3 gold before or some nonsense like that? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So I was just going to... I'll probably get them both, actually, I think. But what is this? Police Cutter? 2/2/2 for 2? I mean... I'm not in blue at all, but sign me up. Like, all day. Definitely hopping on. Okay, so we've got to do some scraps from the row. Let's scrap out these guys. We can't buy them. Get them out of here. We like this pack. I mean, ally for 5 damage. Get 2 trade off this bad boy. I'm all about it. And then we're going to... oh, we got another scrap from the row here. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look. 10. The number 10's on this card. 10 damage. Draw a card. A cost. It should do something awesome like this. Ally, destroy base. So let's take a look here. So we're going to go ahead and scrap another card here. Let's... what's my opponent got? Cool thing about playing on the app, as opposed to in person, I can take a look at what they potentially have in their hand. Here, I can see their whole hand. So they're working with 5 trade. Let's get rid of this guy. I don't want my opponent gaining too much life. That seems like a bad thing for me. Another 8-coster. 5 damage, 5 health, outpost 7. I mean, I love it. To me, like an 8-cost card should be impactful. It should be big. Like I said, it should affect your game and your opponent's game as soon as you get it and you're able to play it. Yeah, Kraken is Kraken something. So what's that? It scraps for 6 here as well. By the way, we're enjoying some Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Summer Freeze Cherry Lemon Raspberry. If you've not tried this, it is fantastic. Like every time I go to like one of the stores or the gas stations around, it like keeps getting sold out right away. It is so good. It's fantastic. I love it. And it's 0 sugar, so I can lie to myself and say it's not that bad for me. Kraken heads. Ha ha! Got it. G for fun in the house. Good seeing you, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Look at this 8-coster. Coalition Bastion. Draw a card. Automatically just draws right away. Ally Machine Cult. Scrap a card in your hand or discard. Love it. Ally Trade Fed. And we're gaining 6 life. What is this? I don't know what this is. What's his symbol, Joel? Does anyone know? All right, let's move on. Well, we got this guy here. 6. He does 8 for 6. I love it. And he's a big old scrapper. We cannot remotely get there, even with a draw, probably. I mean, I guess we have 2 shots at it. Let's go for... Oh, that just scrapped... I should probably read my cards. Did that say scrap all the cards in the row and I just didn't even pay attention to it? It probably did. Oh, we have planets. Okay. So, planets. Yeah, it sure did. Professional player here, folks. Follow my lead. So, planets are on the row. They have a damage number associated with them. You can spend combat to basically attack the planet and you gain control of it. And then it's permanently out here on your side. There is a card. Yes, we're working on the American education system here, folks, so bear with me. There is a card another planet that you can scrap to kill a planet, which is pretty cool. Yes, oh my goodness, yeah, that's a... So I was going to maybe show that off a little bit more, but I'll show it right now. So there's a really cool thing here is... probably one of the coolest things, updates to the app, is when you click on an expansion, people are like, well, I don't remember what's on that expansion. Well, I'm going to go click on it. And now this over here, this is obviously a smaller condensed version because this is in the in-game settings. You can look in this outside of your current game as well. And it'll show you all the cards from this set. You can look right at it. You can do a big version. You can go through the entire card list for that set. And it'll tell you what's in that set. It'll give you a little description of the set. It'll say, hey, there's 32 ships and base cards. 22 of those are unique. So that means obviously there's going to be some commons and some non-commons. You've got your Conquest Follower promos, adds 12 dual faction ships and base cards, 8 of them are unique. Same thing, you can go through here, look through them. This to me is huge, absolutely monstrous, being able to take a look. For a lot of us that do a lot of these tournaments and leagues, and sometimes someone will want to play an expansion you're not super familiar with, you can hop right in here, and instead of going out to the website and looking at the card list or the card gallery, you can go right in here. Yeah, I agree. Dacran, good seeing you. Thanks for stopping in. This is huge quality of life update. Absolutely. So very cool stuff. Make sure you check that out when it comes out here. Yep. So bases or planets, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get one because we can. Because I like to do things that I can. And we can only get up to 4 trade anyway. So I can actually get both of these. So in the interest of just having a little fun, we'll do that. So I've got 2 of these here. So this one here, so they're permanent effects. So bases permanently cost me 1 less. And machine cult chips and bases cost me 1 less. So this guy only costs 4 now. So because I bought those, I'm able to now go in here. But, okay, so this is 2. Shuffle a card from your discard pile in your deck. That, what? And ally red to scrap. That's pretty cool. See, now the problem is, I just saw this guy over here. I am a sucker for authority gain and drawing a card, and if you put those on that same card together, like with the ability even allying, oh, I'm a sucker for that. That's tough. That's actually really tough. So this guy's only 1 cost, and he's gonna let me scrap, and it's only gonna cost me 1. It's an outpost for. Okay, so we're probably going to, as cool as this is, I think we're gonna buy this guy for 1. This guy's a really solid economy card as well, too. It's normally 2. It gives you 2. Ally scrap. It scraps itself out, so it's like... I guess it's kind of like a weaker supply bot. Oh, God, this guy's so good, too. How do I not buy this? Damage gold. Oh, damage gold burn! Alright, Gunboat, we're passing you up. I'm sorry, this card's a monster for 1. 2 damage and a gold. Ally for 2. Yeah, we're taking this all day. I almost want to take this guy too because he's probably going to ally, so it's basically a free trade. He's going to ally my other stuff. We are going to do that. Oh, Swarmbot. I think we're at the scrap that so my opponent doesn't get it. He's a scrapper and ally for damage, but the ally for damage It's pretty good. So we'll get rid of that, and then I guess we'll buy this guy here because we have that one left over. Okay. Yes, exactly. Do damage, get econ. So the thing here is I did pass up 11 damage to my opponent. So attacking these planets to gain them is something that we're really going to have to kind of weigh our options as players when we're playing these games. Like, at what point could you have killed your opponent or taken them out instead of getting planets? Or at what point, if you get the planets, it's just going to help your overall game as a whole then to conquer them. Yep, dual faction cards are from the promo pack. There's a lot of new expansions in that. And then there is... So the promo pack, they have that already in the digital here. And then as they mentioned too, eventually when they do the print version, you'll be able to get the free promo pack as well too if you're a follower. Any sort of back end and things like that. So we've got... May scrap a card in the row, destroy base 2. Let's see what our opponent's doing here. Act like we're paying attention. This card is... I like this card a lot. I was playing against AI earlier, and I got 2 of these early. And it gave me a ton of econ early. And then later on, I kept getting the 5 authority off them, and I kept allying these 2 together. And it was like, gain 10, do 8. Gain 10, do 8. And it was just brutal. So, cool stuff there. Let's take a look here. So now do we want to grab that guy? We've got... Okay, so there's new... this guy's pretty cool. 5/5, draw a card. Doesn't do any damage. But he's, again, it's a 5 outpost, and it's just going to sit there and draw for you. This guy's going to do discard stuff. Let's grab this guy. We got a little discount on that. And we do have this other one here. So we'll grab this guy too. Because we can. And then we'll just do damage here. What do we want to get rid of? My opponent's looking pretty good. Let's get rid of this. So this is interesting. You're spending 5, but you're getting a base that does 4. 5, but it's the allies for 2 trade. I kind of like that. I kind of like how it does the damage first, and then allies for the trade. It's kind of like an opposite nesting ground. Like nesting? No, it's not nesting ground. Is it nesting ground? One that gives you 2 trade and allies for 4 damage. But yeah, it's kind of an opposite of that. So I do like how... Cool thing is you can do with these cards is you can kind of like flip-flop them and get different variances of similar effects. Alright, so we've got, again, this card is interesting. New Freighter. 4 damage, or I'm sorry, 4 authority for 4, which is solid early. Allies for 4 health, but it scraps itself out. Instead of doing the ally to put something on top, you can scrap it to do that. I thought that was interesting. So this guy is going to... You may shuffle a card and discard pile in your deck. So... And we're going to... Oh, sorry, so this doesn't actually... Oh, you have to ally to scrap. Okay. Police Cruiser. 8 damage for 6. If you get 8 damage for 6, you're doing pretty good. And it's got a nice solid ally ability here too. So for me, I'm going to be very honest. I'm kind of tweaking out a little bit because I'm so used to playing Newburgh that I'm just looking for the blue cards and healing as much as possible. And I don't really need to do that with this deck because that's obviously not what we're doing. Yes, I've noticed that as well. The damage is in here and it's in effect. In fact, we're going to scrap that because I'm not going to be able to buy it this turn. I don't want my opponent to get... Look at this monster. I'll just let you observe this guy. Blast Pod. 5, it does 5. Allies for 3, scraps for 4 more. We're gonna add some 12 damage, and I don't have... I don't have 5 trade. I am so sad right now. Let's get this little guy out of the way, see what pops up. I think we need the outpost. Yeah, we need the outpost and the trade or the... Alright, let's go ahead and let's shuffle this one in. I don't think we're going to grab that. We're just going to let this go. Ship that over. See what comes up here. We're missing a layout. Okay, it says we're missing a layout. So that's the other cool thing too. Like as me and Joel have been going through some of these, he's able to like see more things. Again, this is still in developer mode. It's not even in beta yet, so it's still really, really early. But pretty cool to see some of the stuff. I like this guy again. 5 butt, just draws a card flat out. This guy's pretty cool. So you got a discard, authority gain, and 4 trade. No outpost, so it can hide behind outposts, which is nice. I think sometimes people might discount that a little bit. Sometimes it's nice to tuck non-outpost bases behind other outposts. We'll discard the scout, of course. This guy here, we get him 1 cheaper. Draw 2 cards, 3 trade, draw 2, and you can scrap. And you can scrap himself for 7. This is their version of the record, their version of the arc. This is this set's version of those cards. I think it's solid. It doesn't do inherent damage by itself, but it scraps hand or discard, which is huge, and drawing 2 automatically. So it does good stuff. All right, let's get this stuff out here. Oh, the police cutter does show up this game. And yeah, I do apologize. Yep, there you go. I didn't realize there's a stream delay in there, but yep. So yeah, it's huge. We're gonna grab that guy up, especially if we're getting 1 cheaper. Why not? Let's go ahead and so this guy scraps for 1 if we needed it. So we could get up to 2, not really up. So this guy we're getting for free. So that's kind of cool. This is like a smaller battle station. Well, actually, it costs the same. So it's like a worse battle station. Outpost 4. It is, whatever. It still scraps for 4 damage. I'm getting it for free, so I'll buy it. Free is a good price. And then we'll grab this damage base here. Because we're looking at doing as much damage as possible. We're going to, unfortunately, get rid of this guy. Because we bought that big ship and we couldn't get that. We can scrap this for 3. Sure, let's go and do that, and then we're not going to scrap this for 1 trade. Let's get through that outpost. Make him discard 1 is not super helpful, probably. So we'll pass turn. Yes, drawing before you scrap is a big, big thing. That's like the big difference between Arc and Nanobot Swarm. Is Arc you have to scrap first. Nanobot Swarm, you draw first. But Nanobot Swarm at least makes it where you don't have to scrap, because I think potentially you can get hosed. Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A little bit of trade, a little bit of damage, a little bit of authority gain, drawing a card, ally ability. Are we dead? Are we deaded? We're not deaded yet. Still alive, folks. We're still alive. We're still in it. Alright, you know what we need? We need some events. Not enough events in here. Alright, let's do this up. Let's go ahead and scrap. I have not, like, hardly done any scrap, apparently. I don't know. Oh, that only scraps from hand. Okay. But still, that's not bad. Ooh, this is a really bad hand. That's all I can say about this. Yeah, that's just a bad hand. So that should be game. That should be Ripzilla. So we'll see what our opponent's got here. Didn't get to play my big red ship. Alright, so we're at 4. We have a 4-butt outpost, so we're kinda sorta at 8. And there's 8. Rip. Good game, sir. Good game. So yeah, pretty cool. Like I said, seeing some of this here. We'll switch it up a little bit. We do have another game already fired up here. Did we start this one already? Okay, so this is the one. So he changed something. Or no, he sent the new one. So apparently I'm tough again, which is fine. So some of y'all may recognize this gentleman. This is Juan Carlos from the Star Realms community. Legends winner. This card's awesome. Alright. Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Why don't I concede this game? And what we did have command or heroes on the road, but I just took that out. All right, so let's go do a new game. I will challenge, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take Mr. Sarkeesian, who again is the. So the cool thing here is you can click and you can see their deck, see what they do. Again, you'll recognize a lot of these cards are kind of like the cards from some of the other commander decks, but there's going to be a couple different cards in here. And then there's going to have their different abilities, and then he's got the Merc Command Ship, which I love this one here. It slices the dices. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and select that. And then we will send over the challenge. Yes, the art on here too, that is a good call. I was looking at some of the art, looking at some of it. A couple of the ships, I'm almost getting like a little bit of Robot Quest Arena-ish vibes, which is totally fine. Okay, so here's something here. So this commander, each turn, you pick a faction, and you have ally of that faction for the turn, for the rest of that turn. It looked Juan's back here again. He just really wanted to be part of this game. He wants to be here. And then his one-time ability is you can scrap it, 5 damage. Of course, you get one ally or every faction, and then you draw a card. So we've got to take a look at what we've got here. So I'm going to take Blob because I have 2 cards that are going to give me some bonuses from Blobs. So we'll do that. Yes, that's what it sounds like. What's up, Frank? Good seeing you, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, they've been working with some amazing artists over the years, and they just have their stuff done. So here is a dilemma. So I saw this card earlier. This card is nutso. It's only 1 gold. It only does 1 damage, but it's an automatic scrapper from hand or discard. You can ally for damage, but also it can scrap itself. I absolutely love that one. But this guy here is huge. 4 damage for 1, scrap it for 3 life. If you happen to play trade fed that turn, you get it to your hand. It's huge. So we're going to take the assault wing, and then I'm gonna scrap this guy. Oh, actually no, we're gonna scrap this guy. So look at this guy. Look at this monster. 5 damage for 3 trade. All right, cool. Glad you're able to stop in, Tough. Absolutely. Check the VOD later. Good seeing you, sir. And 5 damage for 3, allies for 2. And then when it goes to the discard pile, each time it goes to the discard pile, you get an explorer to your hand. So this thing just like churns out extra cards, extra value repeatedly. So we're going to get rid of that. Yeah, when you buy it, exactly. So when you buy it, it goes to your discard. You get an explorer. It's awesome. And there's like cards of each color that do that. So I'm playing against the Star Empire commander. We'll take a look at his stuff here in just a second. So Star Empire commander, start your turn, you draw a card and you discard a card. So he's automatically churning through his deck right away, which I absolutely love. Alright, getting that Star Empire pile going. And then there one time, let's go take a look at what we got here. Draw and discard, choose a true, let's put it on top. So we're probably going to take the draw discard. The one-time ability, draw 2, then you and your opponent each discard 2. So obviously you get the perk out of that. Yeah, yellow's good. Yellow is good. So we're going to figure out what we want to do. I don't even think we're going to abuse the next. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is really good. 7's even better. I am guaranteed 7. So do I want this base? I think I do. I think I want to take this away. So this card's really tempting. Ion Station, 3 damage, 5 Blood Outposts. If you have 2 more bases, it lets you draw a card similar to the command. I'm blanking on the name, but the other one that gains your life and draws a card if you have 3 bases. So this kind of is an outpost version that does damage. This guy's pretty good too. If so, you can scrap, gain some gold while doing it. So I got a couple options here. We could, and then one is put a card from your discard pile in your hand, and another. That is so huge. And the ally for Machine Cult. So I can grab the shock bot and the red base. I could just grab the 6 cannon. I could pop this, and I could take this guy here. That's pretty tempting. I think I'm going to go double red. So I want to... Yeah, it's not going to make any sense to do anything, any of the... Well, I'll still do it anyways. So I will discard this guy just to get through the deck one quicker. So we're going to grab the shock bot right here. Some of y'all may recognize this gentleman. This is Dion Lunsford, whose in-game name is also Dion Lunsford, amazingly. This is his Hero Realms, his Star Realms Legend card. Not Hero Realms. It's a 1-coster. Scrap them. Allies for Star Empire and 2 damage. So that's an auto purchase anytime you've got the spare trade for that. Unfortunately, we don't have the 1 spare, so we're going to get the base. And, you know, I didn't think about that. That stinks because now we left that out for my opponent. They could grab something like Leech with a little extra trade if they don't have enough to buy something else. So we'll see what happens here. There it goes. Dion is out of the hair. So there's a great example. My opponent didn't have very much trade. You got that 1-cost hero out there. Snag it up. Snag it up every time. Alright, so we're going to probably ally blue this turn, trade fed. So we're looking at needing, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if I keep all my trade. There is some really good stuff out here. Leech. So brutal. So brutal. This guy is still out here. What's my opponent rocking for trade this turn? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's not good. So my opponent's definitely looking at picking up that jamming center this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I want to go for it, I'm going to have to get rid of the Cluster Viper, which is fine. I think we're going to go for it this turn. Going for it this turn. It does not matter because we're going to have all of them. But let's do it. That's kind of cool. Pops down. So you're treated as having a card of each of those factions. So that's a cool new ability. So this is something that you didn't see before. So it's not representing I have a trade fed card out there. So that's what that's showing. Trade fed's going to cost me 1 less. Unfortunately, that's not going to come into play. I wasn't even paying attention. I whiffed on the trade. I drew the Assault Wing instead. Well, that's not the worst thing in the world, because we still have options. Let's just decide how we want to do this. Okay, so we are going to... Do I get the ion cannon? Do I snag these 2? I kind of like getting these 2. I really only have red and blue for ally at the moment. Yeah, let's grab the Leech here for the damage. Alright, so now we've got some options. Star Jumper and Imperial Shuttle. Star Jumper's 3. They're both 3. Opponent discards a card. Target opponent discard. So these do exactly the same thing, except this one is better. It does 3 damage. That one does 2. So that's interesting. That could have been, I'm assuming, maybe due to a balance issue in like the sets that they're in, or something to that effect. I don't know. But that's interesting to see those 2 cards be exactly the same, just slightly different. There we go. So let's go ahead and pop that. So that turn went a little bit differently than what we wanted, but it is what it is. We'll work with it. We're getting hit with that discard again. A discard's going to be consistent, unfortunately, and that's something we're going to have to deal with. Have a feeling jamming is going away, and it sure did. Alright, so this is the one thing that yellow is good for. It's good at doing damage, getting a few discards in there, keep your opponent down a little bit. So we're going to, I think, probably just power through. So we got, you have to scrap from your hand. Okay, so that's important. So that's going to affect what I'm going to discard here. So I'm actually going to, I want to scrap the scout. So I'm going to pitch. This guy's going to get scrap bonus damage. This guy's going to let me put a card on top. Alright, so let's pitch the Imperial Viper. And then we will take Star Empire for the ally. So that way we get our bonus damage there. Let's scrap the Scout. So that gets me up to 4 trade. Let's go ahead and grab this other one here. I don't want my opponent getting a bunch of these and scrap them out and hit me for a discard 5 at the end of the game. Not looking forward to that. So here's something here. Anytime you're playing now Sarkisium and also Yokum before, when you get these dual faction chips, they're really huge because they're going to help you ally multiple of these types of cards that rely on ally. So we're going to grab this guy also because we can green or blue ally. We can get 5 damage ally off it. We know we've got a blue card here. We've got a green card here. So we've got some options to try to ally that. So let's go ahead and grab that guy here. In fact, we have a green here we can ally too. So we're going to True Less put it on top of my deck. So we're going to grab that guy. Put it on top. This, and it's going to get the scrap damage bonus, and then we'll do the damage and pass turn. So something to keep in mind when you're looking at these cards, looking at how you can make best effective use of them. So this will be an interesting turn. I unfortunately bottomed. Oh, I guess I only have 1 scout left. Yeah, with commanders as well too. It's different than you're playing a normal standard deck. A lot less scouts and vipers to weed through. So once you scrap out a couple, you're now scrapping out not the worst cards in the world. And you have to really kind of weigh what's valuable in your deck at that moment. What can you now start scrapping to get it even further down? So we're getting punted here for another two discards at the moment. And make that 4 discards. So this is what we were really worried about. And this is what's happening. We're getting punted here pretty hard. So what we want to do is Dion in the house. Good seeing you, sir. We're going to first of all figure out what we need to kill. But Dion, oh no, sir, you're right there. You're on the board. Look at that. Look at that smug gentleman right there. Look at that guy. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations getting in here. And then also we've got Juan here, Juan Carlos. And Joel has purchased you. So now we've got to figure out what I want to keep. So we know we need at least 7 damage. So I need to keep this for the 5 damage. And I need to ally that color as well. And then I'm going to need to keep probably this guy here to scrap him up for the 3. So we're going to do this. We're going to, unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's tough. That is tough. Let's get that out of here. Alright, so now we need to ally Blobber, Trade Fed, it doesn't matter. Ally Blob. Get that ally damage. Oh, great example. So here's an example of one of the new cards. If you've already, when you acquire it, when you buy it, if you already played a Star Empire this turn, you can put this card directly into your hand. So you get it out right away. So here's a good example. You know, I was kind of looking at Tusker's awesome, by the way. 2, get you 2 trade, 2 damage, allies for 3. You get, so here's another new mechanic as well too. So some of these cards, when you buy them, you get faction for the turn. So this one here, I get Blob faction for the turn if I didn't already have it. something else to keep in mind. One is really good. Card from your discard in a hand, one on top of your deck. Oh, that's really tempting. I think getting this guy directly to play seems like the play. Let's go ahead and do that. I just wish it... Oh, I am... so once again, people, professional player here. So remember when I was comparing this card, hang on, where'd it go? This guy? And the other one didn't say one does one more damage than the other. This one scraps to do 2 damage and opponent discards. This one allies to do 3 damage and a discard. Which is even funnier because if it wasn't for this ship out here, I totally screwed the Pooch's turn and then wouldn't have been able to kill his base, and I'd have been sad. No one wants to see a sad Dusto, right? Come on now. Alright, so we're going to do that. We'll grab this Tusker. We're all about that. We're all about getting all the colors here. We need all the factions. Alright, let's see if we can get a good hand here of not everything being discarded. Well, now I'm really glad, obviously, I took that if it's just allied to discard. There's a discard. So far, there's one. Probably looking at... Oh, we just got it right back. So my opponent's already got the draw machine going, plus his ability where he's drawing and discarding every turn. Nope. No, we're not quite dead because of our base. We're close. But yeah, we're also getting hit with the 2 discard, and the ship is unfortunately going down. 20 damage. Leaves me at 1. Joe broke the rule. Broke it. Never leave your opponent at 1. What are you thinking? Never. Oh my god, look at this beast. Again, 8 cost cards should be phenomenal. Missile Assault Carrier. 10 damage. Again, there's 10. There's a double digit. Draw a card. Scrap it. Target player discards 2. I don't know what more you need. Oh, by the way, when I know what that was, obviously that's a set symbol. I don't know why I was blanking on that. Yeah, this card's awesome. That's pretty cool. So we're going to discard 2 and then lose this turn, but that is, you know, that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. We're going to ally Machine Cult, I guess. Confirm. Alright, so we'll do some stuff here. Gain some life. Take out some bases. And opponent couldn't possibly have 4 damage in hand, right? No? Oh, jeez. Yeah. There's, that was the draw. So even if I didn't die, this draw here, come on now. I am streaming, and that's what I do when I stream. I get that draw. It's phenomenal. Good stuff there. Good stuff. Let's get another one here. I'll send another one over to Joel. We'll pick some new commanders here. I will play as Birdlaw. Yeah, I don't think you did, but with the yellow commander, with your ability you can use every single turn, and then you had a couple other cards that just flat out drew. I don't think you need to. Okay, so I think this has a lot more sets than we're playing for. Maybe not. I don't know. Once again, this is just phenomenal. I don't remember what's in this set. Well, let's go take a look, and then you can scroll through and go through all the planets. So again, very, very cool. Just love that feature in here. We'll send that challenge over. Heavy Barcy, good seeing you. Thanks for stopping in. We are going over some games with the Conquest cards that'll be coming out, the new commanders, the new base sets, the new planets, ships, bases, all sorts of fun stuff. And so we'll be going over some games here. We'll play, probably play a couple more here, kind of break these down a little bit, and then tomorrow on my stream, I'm going to do a breakdown. We're actually going to go through and spend time looking at all the cards themselves. We're going to take a look at that. So here I kind of want to make sure I went over the mechanics. Might need to refresh. There it is. Good to go. Yeah, it was spinning there, so that makes sense. Okay, so we are Mr. Logvin here. So we're the trade fed. So the first time you gain authority in turn, you put the next ship you acquire on top of your deck. And then your scrap one is authority and trade fed. Put the next base you acquire this turn on top of your deck. What's up, Phone Home? Absolutely. Legend account, like I said, it's if you got the means. It was one of those things for me. It was an auto purchase. It just was going to happen. Tens of thousands of games in this app over the past decade. Was there. Like I said, being able to get everything in one shot. I don't work for this company now to make a dime off of this, so I don't want to make it sound like anything more than that, but this is like a true testimonial. Getting everything in one shot, never having to worry about it again, unlimited credits. The credit sounds kind of silly, but those quarterly championship events they've been doing, like the summer one we just had, that's about $20 in credits, like $20 real dollars in credits. Now, some people have a lot of credits from playing Arena and stuff over the years and all that good stuff. Great. You know, you have that, which is awesome. But to me, it was kind of like a thing. I know I'm going to continue to play this. My son plays it. You know, we get a lot of use out of it, and it makes it a lot of fun. So, yeah, like I said, if it's something you're debating, I definitely endorse it. Like I said, you got the means. I definitely jump on that. Next ship. Okay, so I can choose. I've got the diplomatic shuttle in hand. I can choose what I want to put directly on the top. My opponent is Machine Cult. So Machine Cult. So whenever they scrap a card from their hand or discard pile, they gain a trade or a damage. That's not once a turn. It's every time. Granted, you can only scrap so much, but it's kind of cool. Basically, you can like scrap cards to get trade. I love that. And then also you have Crunch Time. One time, scrap 2 cards in your hand or discard pile. Keep in mind, Crunch Time works with Feed the Machine. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, if you're playing at home, me and my son, me and him are just hanging out. We go to a restaurant, grab some food real quick, and we just got a couple minutes to burn. We'll be talking, and then usually we'll just bust out like the phone. We'll do a little pass and play while we're waiting, or if we're waiting in line for something. We do that. Yeah, it's trade. Oh, I'm sorry, it's trade and. Okay. Once again, working off the American education system here, people. Reading, not apparently a strong suit of mine. But yes, it is. I'm sorry, trade and damage. So this card here is going to get you 2 trade right away, which is cool, especially early. You can get a nice boost if you want to pick up something that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Good stuff. Third shift worker in the house. Good seeing you. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, the unlimited play, the tournaments, unlimited tournaments, the foils. So me and some people are talking at Origins about how we will set like a timer. I think Double Dubs are sharing this. He sets a timer, and him and his son will go check the shop then real quick, see if anything new came in the shop, and then they'll go pick it up because the shop refreshes once a day. Scimitar. So this is an interesting card. It's not great if you don't ally, but it does automatically make them discard for sure. When you buy it, you do get Imperial, but I don't have Imperial. He doesn't. I think it's still better than not buying it. So we're still just going to grab it to grab it. Juan is here again. Is this a new cutter? Joel, what's going on here? So this is going to be Juan Conspiracy? Hashtag Juan Conspiracy? I did see Nautical Stew's card in here. So hopefully we'll see him. If not, again, we'll definitely see him tomorrow when I go over everything. But his card is phenomenal. Absolutely love it. So Shocker, the Machine Call Commander, scraps. And scraps a lot. So we'll see how long how this works. Oh, they misplayed. Oh, they left themselves 1 trade short. No cargo worm from the cargo worm is huge. This base is huge. Draw, ally. But this guy here, 4 trade and draw, and then allies for 5 damage. Oh, we got this pack tracer here. So okay, you got 2. Yeah, you're good. So especially if you are in a deck where you're able to scrap down, get your scrap going. If you can get large economy cards like this, then again that are also great later, and now he's going to be scrapped down, so they're going to be hitting each other allying. Yeah, you're doing okay. You're doing all right. No concerns there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trade Fed will cost me 1 less. That's kind of cool. So let's keep that in mind. I do have a life gainer here, so keep that in mind too as I'm buying. So we could do, let's take a look here. 5, 6, 7. So I can get the Pack Tracer and the Cargo Worm. So we're gonna put the Cargo Worm on top. And then also buy the, ooh, what's this guy here? Yeah, that guy's good, that guy's good. That would get me allied damage here. No, this guy gets me some more additional trade fed ally, and it's a big ally butt damage, so yeah, we're definitely doing that. Alright, so we'll pass turn. So it is definitely interesting seeing some of these cards and kind of like on the spot evaluating what's going to help me now in this situation, what's going to help me now in this turn, this point in the game, with what I've got versus what my opponent's got. So my opponent's already over here. He's got the security drone. He's working the scrap. So from that, again, feed the machines getting worked. And opponent is going for a big purchase. Grabbing that big base. Oh my goodness. So first things first, I want to look at that base. Pod station, red-green. Gives you outpost 5, does 2 damage, static. Ally, draw a card. I love it. I think that's good value. Let's just, sorry, I had something stuck there. Yeah, what? I'm sorry, what? 6 damage. Draw 2. Then you can scrap from your hand or discard. Ally to destroy a base. Oh, by the way, you can scrap it for 4 more. So you can get a 10 damage hit out of it. You've drawn 2. You're scrapping, so that means you're going to get bonus from here. So it's 11 damage. And if they got a base in the way, let's just get that out of here. Don't need to worry about that. That little guy, don't need to worry about that little guy. Okay, so that's good. I think we can buy it. Yes, we can. I call the Oblivion for nothing. Yeah, that card's awesome. So yeah, let's buy it apparently. All right, so we are going to pop this, even though we're not putting a base. We still want the ally. I'm sorry, we want the health gain. So now we're gonna put Oblivion on top. So I guess maybe I could have just like looked at that before I did all that yapping about it. Hit my opponent for that 1 discard. I don't think we're gonna grab that spike, even though I do have 2 greens now. Oh, it'll give me the ally. Okay. Okay. Again, observe what's going on here before you make any rash decisions. So we're gonna forego 2 damage because we are gonna buy this, put it into our deck, but it's also gonna give us Blob Ally, which gave us 5 damage here. Now we can choose to take a look at this. We want this. So Stormworld is the only card that can destroy planets. Let me know if I'm correct on that, Joel. From my understanding, this is the only card currently that can kill another planet. So this can take out a base or a planet. Okay, perfect. So we for sure are going to spend our damage on that. Dion wants to show up and play. I don't got the trade for him though, so sorry, Dion. Yeah, that is, to me, this is, unless it's late game and you're just going for the kill, obviously, this is probably a pretty auto purchase for both players. You're going to want to get your hands on that. One of the few cards, like I said, as far as I know, I think it's the only card that can kill a planet currently. There are 2 copies of it. Alright, perfect. So yeah, it's silver. So that's something to keep in mind too. If you see a card with a silver border, that means it's uncommon, or I'm not sure the exact designation on that. That means there's 2 of them. And then usually the ones that are gold, that means there's 1. And the ones that are white, there's 3 of them. So yeah, we've got Oblivion. We're rocking. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this out here. So we'll go ahead and scrap. We'll scrap the only Viper in the deck. Commander decks only have 1 Viper still, so we still got that holding true. Juan, Dion, a whole bunch of stuff out here. So again, I am blue, but this red-green all over the place is all looking spicy. So let's go ahead and get this guy out here, get this guy out here. Big damage bonus on both of them there. Nice, nice. That's got a 3 damage bonus, 5. We're going to go ahead and... do we want to put a ship on top of that? I'm debating. Let's grab Mr. Dion here. We want to help on our side this time. Alright, I think we're going to grab the rock. So it's an outpost. It does 4 damage. When it goes to your discard pile, draw a card. So I'm going to buy this. It's going to draw. Every time it dies, I'm going to draw. I mean, what's not to love there? Let's grab that up. And then we're going to have just the one trade. Unless I want to pop this one, we're not going to do that. So let's go ahead and just gain a bunch of life. Dave would be proud. This is what he likes to do. Why is it only scrap for 2? Alright, Joel, so there's something for you. Little bug, little thing. When you click on it, it shows 2, but the card is 4. So I wonder which one it actually does. Maybe we'll find out. So that's the other cool thing about this too. Again, just when they're developing these, they got their team. They're obviously playing hundreds and hundreds of games, but the more stuff can be, you know, tested and tried is a good thing. Never a bad thing. We got Blastbot. This is really cool. 3 trade, 4 damage. Scrap card, hand or discard. Ally, scrap a card in your hand or discard. That's a beast. I mean, the fact that it's doing 4 and scrapping, possibly double scrapping, that's how you, like, really scrap yourself fast. Again, Machine Cult Commander here, though, is already... they're down to 1 scout. They're doing good. Gaining the life. Did my opponent get both of them? My opponent, I'm assuming, did not get both of them, or he's slow rolling it. We'll see. Doing the scrap. Alright, did not draw both of them, luckily. Yeah, these two, like I said, I had 2 of these earlier in an AI game, and I was getting scrapped down, and it was brutal. Alright, so opponent is taking the base, or I'm sorry, the planet. The planet here, once per turn, scrap a card in the trade row. Just for free, once a turn. For you foregoing 4 damage to your opponent. I think that's a steal. That's an auto. Alright, so we're going to put this guy out, just get some free damage. Get this going. Get this going. So this guy still lets me put a base into my deck. So if I ally blue, which obviously I'm going to do here. So this is pretty cool. So we get this guy going here. Mr. Dion's going to come in clutch. He's going to give me 2 damage. That's going to give me 5 more. So that's going to be a nice big ol' hit. We are looking... so I can get this guy to my deck. I could actually take the blaster. I think we will, because we're going to also be getting the blaster to the top of deck. That seems pretty good to me. I'm digging that. And we'll pass turn. So we got a pretty sizable authority lead here on the opponent, playing the blue deck, the Trade Fed. It's kind of what Trade Fed does. Again, the art on these, again, I can't click on them now, but the art on these is just phenomenal. Can look at Mr. Juan here. Dion, we already scrapped him away, unfortunately. The vibrant colors, the cool backgrounds. Really, really dig it. Obviously, you've got the machine thing going here. He's got like half man, half machine. He's a machine called Hero. Starbot. Oh, this is a new one. I haven't seen this one yet. 1 trade. It's a little yellow-red combo faction for 2 damage and ally to draw. I dig that a ton. That's a little quick, do some damage, get an extra draw, replaces itself. Alright, gaining some life here with the patrol freighter. And I really do like when they do the dual faction cards, they try to get like aspects obviously from each of them in there to be represented. Like I'll show you here real quick. It's my turn. Blade Star, this guy's pretty cool. Goes to your discard, your opponent discards a card. It's just a little 2-cost ship. So we're gonna hit by it. So there's again a perfect example. Something. Oh, okay. There's triggers going off all over the place. So my opponent bought the Blade Star. That's gonna make me discard. My opponent put this into my discard by destroying it, which forces me to automatically draw a card. So it's cool. You're seeing all these triggers happen here in real time. Exactly. It looks like it's perfectly fit in here. I love it. Yeah, I love here, like, if you look at this, you've got the blob working with the trade fed. You got the, like, blob modified trade fed ship. Pretty sure I see John Labella right in there, right in the pilot spot there. There we go. Let's go ahead and hit this up here. So opponent's going to get hit with a discard. We got the Oblivion in the house. What's up? Big boy in the house. All right, so now we have to be careful because we might want to put a ship on top. Or I could just buy one. Okay, so what's this planet do first? Look at the planet. Once per turn, you may look at the top. That's huge. So I think we did discover. I guess we'll try it again. Joel, see if this is still bugged. This was unfortunately showing my opponent as well. So I see a scout. Did it show it for you too? Cargo jet. Oh, we like that. We like that a lot for this. Okay, so we did. It got fixed. Perfect. Okay. And again, this is an example. We played one last night. It showed. You already got that fixed. Joel, I wish you were efficient and like got things done quickly. I don't know what you're doing there. No, that's awesome. That's a phenomenal turnaround. Okay, so we're gonna ally to draw. So Star Worms looking spicy. But I'm thinking if I take one, I can put this into my hand, put this on top, and then cargo jet. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to buy one. We're going to do that. We're going to... Apparently we're not going to do anything. So, hey, Joel. There's another bug for you. Juan doesn't do anything. He says no. You get nothing and you'll like it. Alright, so that hurts. Okay, we'll destroy a base for free. Again, it's still in developer mode, people. This is not even out yet. Yeah, I've got all this in my discard pile. The only thing I didn't have in here was the Star Worm because I just bought that. But I had 6 cards available. It's alright. So, I mean, this is how you find out. You go through the game, see what is a surprise not working. No, not your discard, sir. Mine. Do we want to get that shock bot? One useless. Nice. But hang on. There it is. Stick around, folks. We'll be here all day. Scraps out for 3. That's tempting. And this is... So I'm tempted to see if this does the 4 or the 2. Alright, let's stop messing around here. You may scrap a card when you acquire it. So this is auto scrap. Allies to draw does damage. Just give me the shock bot. Let's do it. Give me the shock bot. This guy will work on the yellow a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Let's scrap this guy out for 3. Let's make it happen. Pass turn. I kind of don't want to do the killing blow until I get the Oblivion back. In fact, why don't I do that? I won't kill him until I can get the Oblivion back. And I want to see if it does... If it's just showing the wrong value, but it still scraps for 4, or if it is showing the wrong value and scraps to the wrong value. We'll figure that out. We'll do a little on-site troubleshooting here. Sir, did you unplug it and plug it back in? Okay. Yeah, I mean, 4 makes a... Again, I don't design or have any input here, but I would be shocked if that was only supposed to scrap for 2, so... Yeah. Uh-oh. Opponent's doing lots of damage. What are you doing? What are you doing? Building up the bases there. Another example of a planet helping out. Oh, another cool thing, too. So, planets... I did kick it, I did slap it, and I used harsh language. Don't forget the harsh language. It's a very important troubleshooting step. So one thing as well too with these planets, again, you have to do damage to clear them off the row. If there's ever 3 planets on the row, it'll scrap the entire row, which is awesome. So that really helps to, you know, keep the row from getting clogged up with them, which I think is phenomenal. Let's take a look here. What do we want to do? We want to... My goodness, that guy again. Yes, we want that. So let's go ahead and gain this. Get this out here. Put this on top. I think we're going to scrap this guy out here. And then... There we go. Do damage. Do damage. Pass turn. Yeah, I don't want to look at the top of my deck. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Thank you, game. Oh, come on. It's going to make me wait for the Oblivion. We'll check it out. I was just watching Transformers with my son. Not the OG cartoon movie, but the original movie of the newest ones or whatever that came out. And it's just cracking up when they're in that scene when they're in the desert. They're fighting that Scorpion Transformer, and they're trying to make the call back to the army base. And the guy's asking them for a credit card, and it's just so hilarious. It just reminds me of the whole thing of the IT support. It was a good time. Sir, I don't appreciate your attitude. It's not going to help you. I'm not going to get this done quicker. Making him bust out a credit card in the middle of combat. My son got such a kick out of that. Basing up here, so my opponent's basing up. Dion in the house, so Dion must have 2 cards. Yep, so Dion's silver. So that means there's 2 Dions in the deck. I don't know. I don't like that. I mean, I gotta deal with 1 Dion. I think 1 is more than most of us can handle, but 2? Come on now. Come on now. Alright, so we're getting beat up here. I like this card. I like this card a lot. So when this is going to get discarded end of turn, I'm going to discard another card. See? Boom. Discard 2. How cool is that? I think that's a very cool mechanic. I love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, opponent discards. Oh, we drew this beast. We drew the beast. Okay, so... we have enough to kill our opponent. But we're not going to. Because we want to check the Oblivion. Okay, so we're going to clear out the bases. Grab this. And we'll scrap this out. We'll still continue to do the beats. And... yeah, I've got a lot of green ally. Oh no, Loki. Okay, so this is one. Joel, did you find anything on this one here? So this is a pretty cool one. This is where you can buy it, and then you can put a card from the trade row under it, and you can only have 1 card under it at a time. And then as long as you do that, you can purchase that card under it, and you're the only person that can purchase it. Your opponent cannot buy it. And then once you get rid of that card, you can go to a different one. So what happened, though, is yesterday Joel blew it up with a Storm World, but the card stayed. And so my question is, do we know if the intent is for that card to still stay? I I would be surprised if it is. It's possible. Okay, the card does. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought. And that only makes sense. Like, that goes, the card should go as well, so the card would also get scrapped. Good, good. All right, perfect. I'm assuming you fixed that immediately as well, too. Oh, okay, already did work. Again, Joel, I wish you'd work on these things. Good job. No, yeah, well, I mean, we could test it, too. If you want to buy it, I'll blow it up with Stormworld. Nope, he's going to gain life instead. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not supposed to. Gain life and live? Feed the machine. But yeah, hopefully we'll see that as well too. I mean, we can test that at any time, but buying the Explorer, I mean, you may as well get the more cards to scrap. Exactly, more cards to keep, because every time my opponent's scrapping for free, or scrapping because they have all, like, they have this guy here, this guy's a double scrap, you're getting a trade and a damage up every single one. So if you have extra scrap ability available, there you go. So I'm gonna draw, I'm gonna discard from these triggered abilities. Oh, he did get it. Still had enough for it. Okay. Yeah, so if you do that, I'll blow it up with Stormworld. We'll see what happens here. Alright, so you can click on it and see what your opponent's hiding under it. That card's awesome. So we'll discard a Scout. So only my opponent can buy this card now. And is it one cheaper or something too? I can't remember. No, it's not cheaper. Okay, I'm thinking of gray market and paper version. Or black market and paper version versus gray market. Okay, so let's go ahead and blow it up. There it is. It's already fixed. Okay, so Oblivion. Draw 2, scrap 1. We're at 6, so we should be... Okay, so it does the right effect. It does give us the 4 damage. It just, when you click on it, it's got the wrong number on there. So, there you go. Mission accomplished. We figured that out. Lots of ally damage here. My goodness, this is going to be a big beating. Just beat him up. Just beat him up. Just do the damage. Just throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. There it is. Good game, sir. Good game. Phenomenal. And we got some more stuff, bugs that were fixed. Some ones that we discovered. Excellent. Good to see you there. Good to see you there. So that's awesome. We're grinding through some of those. Joel, completely up to you. I'm honestly good calling it there for now. Or otherwise, I'm fine playing a few more as well too. I don't know what your timetable is looking like. But main purpose I wanted to do is kind of go over some of the app updates. Take a look at some of the improvements here. Like I said, big things here was looking at the expansions, being able to see them. This is also cool too. Let me highlight this real quick. Again, I'll go over this on my stream tomorrow as well. But you can do this by collection. So you got the Nova collection, the Colonial, Frontiers. You got your commanders. This is the beta stuff. And then you've got card type. Like, I just want ships and bases. I don't want any of the events and all the weird stuff like that. Here you go. Things that are only ships and bases are all together. You know what? I want to know what are dual factions. What is just additional trade deck cards, like here's going to be your heroes, your tech, your planets, Rise of Empires, other game options. This is like what other people consider like the additional ways to play the game. Cool. Yeah, we'll do one more. No commanders. I love it. So here's where you've got your Command X, Gambits, events, missions. So you can kind of keep that all separate. So I absolutely love that. Alright, so let me go ahead and we'll do a non-commander game. Oh, hang on. Let's select expansion so you can still clear everything out. And then we're going to go by collection. We're going to play just the new stuff here. So the cool thing too is you can click on it once and then go look at it and then either click confirm here. Oh, hang on. You got to basically double click on it. So there we go. So let's do the new stuff here. Joel, I don't know if you saw this. I don't know if this is supposed to be in here. Is that play row being highlighted part of the app update? Not sure what you're referring to. Yes, yes. So exactly. So Joel, I don't know if you want to speak on that. Is the plan to have these Rise of Empires sets come out at the same time as Conquest? If so, cool. If not, you don't understand. My understanding is I think so. Rob did comment in the Game Fun thing. Yep, they'll be at as well. It'll be the Rise of Empires sets, but it just won't have the legacy stuff won't be in it because this app isn't built for that. I mean, which to me makes total sense. But that doesn't mean could be something down the road, separate app, whatever the case may be. I could totally see that developing like a legacy app. Maybe you could do Star Realms and Hero Realms together, and just who knows. Whatever. I'm just spitballing, creating more work for Joel. Yeah, Bare Bones Rise of Empire. It's right in there. I'm going to send the Conquest stuff because that is what I'm most excited about. So let's go ahead and do that, and we will do 48 challenge. Let's rock. So this will be the tiebreaker, the Lunar Landing series. So yeah, if you guys aren't familiar, Dion runs multiple leagues, fan-created leagues. He provides great tournament support, and actually he does like a trophy prize for some of these as well too. He does a Commanders, the War World Battle Circuit, and he does another league, the Lunar Landing Series. And they're both phenomenal, so much fun to play. Does a great job with it. He's not the time that we want to draw one scout, but that's okay. That happens. It's part of the game. But anyways, yeah, so they're great. Check those out. Again, for any of you guys aren't familiar, again, like I said, my name is Dusto. I don't work for Wise Wizard Games. I do admin a fan page for Star Realms. You can find us on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/ I believe it's Star Realms fan page. That's all you have to do. But it's called a fan-created community page, or a Star Realms fan-created community page. And so we've been running that for over a decade now. We originally started it just to literally get people together, play online tournaments and stuff that we made, and it's grown to over 5,000 people now. It's just, it's a great community. Again, Dion is an example of that. Someone who joined in, he's like, hey, I want to do more stuff. I want to run tournaments. Do your thing, man. Make it happen. And it's been so awesome. We have multiple other leagues, tournaments, play groups from that. Oh my goodness, what do we want to leave? I still think this is a beat stick. But I'm not, I think if I have this and this, yes, I talked myself into it. I kind of want to get some trade going on there. Again, Dodgeball, the Endurance League, Sunday Casuals, all sorts of stuff has spawned from the community page, leagues, tournaments, events, good stuff. And then we do a lot of, some people get together outside of the Star Realms as well too. They get together, other board games, conventions, events. A lot of us get together for, like, Origins Game Fair is kind of like the central one that more people than not can make it to. Jump Cruiser. I love this card. 3 damage and draw, man. It's just solid. Like, it's a good chunk of damage with a draw. I just love that. I kind of debating here. I do like this as well. I don't have Ally. If you have Machine Call, you draw it, so I don't have that. I'm debating which one I want to buy first to expose something to a flip. We'll buy the cheaper one. Alright, so we can't buy that, so we'll buy this guy. There we go. Pack Tracer would have been whatever. That's how it worked out. As you're adding cards to your play row, it's flashing, which I don't think happens when I play. I'll double check. Okay. Do you mean like right now? We'll take a look. Oh, do you mean like the planets where they're outlined? Because sometimes the planets, if they're... Oh, is it showing what I can purchase? That's what it's doing. I'll show you. I think I know what you're talking about. So it's telling you which ones you can buy. Yeah, and that's funny. I don't know off the top of my head if that's something that's in the current build. Not the trade row. Okay, so I'm adding cards to my play row. Nothing's flashing out, so it'll do that. I know if there's like an ability to kind of signal there's an ability you can use. This stinks. I mean, this is a good example. You're going to spend 5 now. But then every turn, you're going to just sit there and just collect an authority every single turn. I got some choices here. Oof. I mean, obviously, I wish I had 7. I don't have 7. What's my opponent? My opponent's got 3. That could alter my decision here. All right, so I'm not in yellow at all, but I don't have to be in yellow for either one of these. This guy is just a beat stick. 4 and draw, so he's going to replace himself and give you 4 trade. This guy is a beat stick. 6 and a discard. This guy works with me right now, and I could keep my opponent from buying that. Keeping my opponent from buying that's kind of huge. My opponent, oh my goodness, they're going green beatdown. All right, I gotta take that away from my opponent. Unfortunately, I kind of got hosed there. I didn't flip anything I could buy right away. But we'll buy a couple explorers, call it a day. Boom, opponent heals for 1, beginning of turn. See the highlight? Oh, okay, hang on. No, I did not. We'll try it again. See the highlight as you play the card. Alright, I'll play one at a time here. So my hand's lit up. Oh, if you're saying this right now, it's because this has a scrap ability. It has something I can trigger. Same with this one. This one does not, so it's not lit up. So let me know if that's what you're referring to, or if you're referring to something else. I'll keep an eye out as I play the cards themselves. Oh, like, okay, so you're saying, like, as I move the cards to the play area, it's, what is this? Tractor bot. Move 2 cards from your discard pile to the bottom of your deck. That's huge. That's huge. 3 for 5, and yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, I'll take a look. So you're saying as I drag it over. All right, we'll take a look here. I love playing with these new cards. I love playing with new cards. I love seeing the new effects. Something shiny, something new. Figuring out, again, the tempo of the cards. What's going to work best in your current situation. What's going to work best for you to keep from your opponent for their situation. So there's a good example. He bought this. Hang on. What gave my opponent... Right here. When this goes to your discard, get an Explorer. So every time you go through your deck with this card, it's giving you a free Explorer for your next turn. It's not adding it to your deck. It's not clogging your deck down. It's adding it to your hand. That is phenomenal. So, okay, let's take a look here so we can figure out what Phone Home is talking about. So I've got a hit. I mean, the trade row's lit up. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, I see what you're saying, and I do think that's new. Joel, I don't know if you maybe can confirm, or we can just... I'll check this out later, like a non-developer app. I don't think the trade roll is like this is normally lit up. You are correct. I noticed that yesterday. I do think that's a new thing. I don't think that's normal. We've got 7. We've got to get back in this. Tractor bot's looking pretty tasty. Yeah, I saw what you're talking about now. The trade roll itself. All right, let's get rid of that Explorer. I don't think we want to leave this guy here, though. I got 2 cards I need to ally with this Tractor bot, though. I'm going to grab that. Okay, so here's an example. Again, this is in dev. I think it is new, and it could be just a dev thing, though, Joel, too. I don't know if it's supposed to be a new effect. I'm almost positive that's not in the normal game. A scrap a card from the trade row and draw when you acquire. So if you played a blob card, I have not. I have. Okay. So this is an auto purchase because I have this guy's going to ally for 5 damage. So that's huge. Alright, scrap a card in the trade roll. So what don't I want my opponent to have, basically, is what we're looking at. My opponent doesn't have a lot of trade. They do have a lot of damage. So I'm going to prevent them from getting Stormworld since I seem to keep getting short of buying it. So that's huge. So now we just got another one here. So now we're going to grab the Swarm Bot. Again, another Machine Cult now. So now I'm going to try to roll in. Maybe it's easy, the Nebula in the back. I don't think so. I think how it's looking like right now when you're playing your cards where I don't see anything in the normal app, like when I play my cards, I don't believe there's any flashing box there like that. But again, I don't know if that's an update or if that's just a dev thing. And I can show you too. I can switch over to the regular app and show that to you. Alright, opponent's behind. Oh, what is that guy? So look at this guy. Again, 3 and a draw. Love it. This is one of the cards I looked at this and I'm like, I could see this being Robot Quest Arena. Maybe a little spaceship version of it. Yep. Again, something like that though might not also show in a replay. Sometimes replays don't show all exactly how you'd see things normally. So this is, if you played Star Empire, get it. I did not. We do both have the... I don't have any Star Empire. Okay, so something to keep in mind. Get rid of that. We're going to definitely buy that Pack Tracer, though. And you know what? I don't want my opponent just getting this out there for free. I know I can get it. I can use it. I can scrap it. Let's just grab that up. So this game is gone. We are on turn 14. So my opponent, he's put in 5 damage to get this. He's gained 7. And continuing to gain. So that's an example where if you can get something like this early, you can come out ahead on it later. Now, if my opponent loses by 5 damage, you know, that's something where you can say, like, well, maybe I could have done the damage instead. But then again, most likely I would have bought it. And then I would have been gaining. And we'd have the same question again. My opponent's got A-Trade. My opponent's getting free Explorers. I'm not a fan. Not gonna lie. Opponent buying the big old I was so surprised I sat there that long. I wanted to get it. I just waited and waited and waited too long. Star Blaster. 6 damage for 4 and your opponent discards. That's it. No ally, no draw, no scrap, no discard. Because it does everything it needs to justify 4 costs. That's huge. I love that a lot. I like that a lot. Does 1 more damage. Then the other 4 costs are 5 damage. The one that bounces if you got 2 bases. I don't know why I'm trying to blank on names. Been a long day. Been a long day. Scrap a card in the trade row. Let's figure out what we're doing here first. Oh, hang on. Let's do this first. Let's get this nano going here. Draw 2. Scrap. So we're not going to have anything to scrap for this guy, but we're still going to be able to use his other ability. Yeah, I think we... Can we get both? Yeah, we can get both these. Excuse me. Alright, so let's grab this guy. Draw a card, scrap a card, and trade row. That's huge. And it scraps itself for 3 damage. I love this card. I absolutely love this card. It's something, you get it out, you get it early, it's going to just draw, 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 keep trade control going, and then when you don't need it, pitch it for 3. In the meantime, it's still ally and blob for you while it's doing its thing. I'll grab the Blastar. Put these 2. We're going to put... So here's something, maybe something to add, like... How do you know which one's going to go in the bottom? Because that could come into play. So I'm going to put this one first, and then this one, thinking this one goes first, this one goes after it. Is my thought process. We'll see if that holds true if we get to that point. We're going to draw. We're going to scrap. Am I going to get trade here at all? Yeah, I don't have trade, so I'm going to get rid of this guy. I think that guy's just awesome. Alright, so we got... Oh, we can scrap. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Get the draw for the scrap. Good to go. Bada bing, bada boom. It's all hooked up. Do I want to scrap this for 5 now? That's tempting. My opponent... The problem is I have 15 cards, and 8 of them are starters. So I could space out here, and like this could be over next turn if I scrap that for 5, or this could go 3 more turns. And then by then, my opponent's got an outpost. They're going to be doing damage. They're going to be doing healing. That's where it's like, I don't know if I can afford to get rid of this guy if it's not the kill shot. Plus my opponent's going to be gaining life. 9, 13, 15. I'm gonna risk it. We're gonna keep it. See? There it is. The garbage hand. The hand we definitely did not want. Another lightning worm showing up to the party. I do like this service spot. So I did another game against AI earlier, and I had 2 of these as well. I forgot about that. And that was a beating when you get these 2. 2 trade, 8 damage, double scrap. Good stuff. So because my opponent played a machine cult card, he's able to purchase this, put it directly in their hand, play it, scrap, scrap, ally scrap, ally scrap. Deck is just churning, just doing its thing. Invader, that guy's a cool card. Cool card. Now the question is, okay, so this says 4 damage, 5, 6. Okay, so I have just enough. Bases cost you 1. So yeah, obviously at this point in the game, that's something where that's definitely not for me. Might not even be for my opponent. We got to clear that base. We'll obviously take the big damage. And look at this guy. 2 trade, 4 damage, ally for 2, scrap for 2 trade. But we're just looking at that damage is what we're looking at. We do have a scrap. Let's see, here's an example. I could have bought this guy here, but we need damage right now. We're gonna keep this here because it's an outpost for 2. Make my opponent go through that. Let's see this is what I was saying. Like it's all spread out, and my opponent would be recovering here. I'd have been short that big card, which I'm gonna need to try to close out my opponent here. We'll see. My opponent keeps playing these big ships. It's gonna get another explorer here for free, drawing a card. Gaining life, doing damage, drawing cards. Putting an invader on top, that's not good for me. There it is, taking the ship with the draw. Taking the outpost. Oh, this is rough. I think we just lost. Yeah. Because we drew really bad. We drew 0 damage. I mean, I can scrap this for 3. So this guy can come into play. Alright, so that's something. Scrap the scout. Scrap. I mean, it's not, I think we're dead anyways. But we will buy the assault. Cruiser 7. They discard. Ally, they discard. Again, don't know if it's going to come into play. Oh, this guy's awesome too. 1 trade. 3/3. That's like going to be like an almost auto purchase for me every time. I got to really find a reason not to buy that. In fact, we're buying it. Scrap for trade, or for damage. This lets me scrap another card. Least useful card in here is going to be this Viper. Do the damage. And I think that's all she's going to write. We have a chance here with the draw. But again, I know my opponent. Top deck damage. We'll see. They probably should be able to put me away. They've got... The scraps are 4. Yeah, so they already have it right there. to be. Good game, sir. Good game. Excellent games tonight. That was a rough one at the end there. Yeah, it just space out there as far as the shuffling. Didn't have early scrap, and that's what happens. You leave your deck to a high level of variance, and you get some weird draws like that. And my opponent was a little more scrapped down and had some nice tricks at the end there as well, too. So, Joel, thank you so much for the games. Again, Wise Wizard games in general, but especially Joel, thank you for making this happen so we can get this on display for the masses so they can see some of this awesome action that we're all going to be getting sometime soon. Absolutely G for fun, and everyone else that stopped out, thanks for stopping in this evening. Again, really wanted to get some games in, kind of show some of the new features of the app, kind of break that down. Again, the Rise of Empire will also be coming out, the Conquest will be coming out. I think it's cool to see some of the app updates. Again, looking at the in-game, being able to look at the expansion, at the cards, that's huge. The sets being broken into categories, I think that's been a big thing we've heard from people asking for that. Or I've seen people asking for that, I should say. So very cool. Yeah, and the cards are real. That's a true thing, Joel. You know, if you follow certain sites' comment sections, you would just imagine that this is all fictitious. I don't exist. This game doesn't exist, and these cards aren't even here. But we won't get into that. So this has been phenomenal. Again, if you want to stop in my stream tomorrow, shameless plug it, but I'm going to be going over this as well. We're going to break down all the sets. We're going to go through the cards. We're going to evaluate them. Again, obviously subject to change. This is developer mode. It's not even in beta or anything yet. But that's, Dusto 55, as you can see here. Or no, you can't see here. I'm sorry. It's Dusto 55 on Twitch. And I'll be streaming tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Again, we're going to do a breakdown of all the cards, go over that stuff. So really looking forward to that. And then we'll see maybe if we get another one of these events in here before the cards go live as well. So if you guys have any questions, obviously feel free to hop on Wise Wizards Discord, hop on their Facebook page, GameFound. You can hop in the comment section if you have questions about backing. They're the ones that you want to talk to about all that, and they're very responsive about answering questions. There's the Discord, so make sure you stop on there. That's probably, honestly, I found the easiest way. You're going to get in contact specifically with people like Joel, who's actually an app developer who, is putting this together. You're going to work with other people from Wise Wizards games there as well. So good stuff, and really, really, really looking forward to this. This has been awesome to see, awesome to play, awesome to experience. I know myself and many others are looking for this content drop, and this is just a bomb drop. There's so much content that's going to be delivered at one time. We're going to be like kids at Christmas, cracking open these expansions one at a time like presents, and so ready to look forward to playing these, getting these into our tournaments and our leagues and things of that nature. 250 cards, that's huge. Earl, absolutely, I'm happy to do this, and again, I'm appreciative that you gave me the opportunity. Thank you for stopping in as well. So I'm going to go ahead and call it on that and sign off. I hope you have enjoyed this. The VOD will be available on Twitch, and also I've been recording this, so I believe they'll be doing something with that as well, perhaps uploading it to Wise Wizards YouTube or other features. So thanks everyone for stopping in. I hope you've enjoyed, and have a great evening. Goodbye.